Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the show. What you doing? Woo, we got another hot show tonight, man. Oh man.
I'm not messing with no man now.
Oh
Since Trump won.
yeah. Trump supporters. All these Trump supporters.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hello. How are you guys today? We're excited. We have a great show in store for you. We
As
got
always.
a lot going on today. Hold on. Okay, we back. What's up? Hey, loving the crew. Hello, my favorite. What's up?
Hey.
Delta Roots in the house.
Okay, Vernon on time today. What's up, Vernon?
Hey, Vernon. Good evening, Frida.
Hey, Frida.
Hey, girl.
Frida's in the building,
What's
as always.
So, all right, y'all.
Here we go.
How your week been so far?
A good week.
You having a good week?
I had a little sinus problem this week, a little bit. But I'm okay now, though.
You feeling all right?
Had to get better with the show coming up. Had to get better.
Yes.
So,
actually, I thought I would be on here talking about something a little different today.
What's up?
I thought I was going to be excited, like Madam President.
I know, right?
Donald Trump won. Yes, he did. And I just, a lot of people, let me know how y'all feel about it. If you don't mind, in the chat, let me know how you feel about Trump winning the, presidency.
Yeah, right.
Are you hopeful? Are you feeling like it's the end of the world as we know it? I'm just curious on what some people think. And then I'm going to share these stats with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear some people saying it was easy to predict. Some people say they knew Trump was going to win. How did you know he was going to win?
I don't know if America's ready for a female president. I think that's what it really came down to. I'm not being like prejudiced because I think a woman could hold it down, but I'm just one person. But obviously, they had a lot of people voting for that man.
Yeah, I think that the takeaway from me was kind of, first of all, I'm going to post this up here because I want to say that to all of the, I'm posting these stats up here for a reason. And I just want to go over it real quick. So you can't really see us, but I want you to see 34% of the population of white men came out to vote. A comparison to 5% of the black men that came out to vote. And we have black women, 7% came out, Latino men, 6%, and Latino women, right? And then all other races. But do you see how many white men and white women came out to vote, and then and how they actually voted for Trump, in comparison? And then when you look at black men and black women, out of the black men, the 5% of black men who came out to vote, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming out. They stood on business. 78% voted for Kamala Harris. 92% of black women came out and we voted. The thing that was a really shock to me, especially with immigration policies being what it is, how many Latino men voted for Trump. I just was really shocked by that. And it just goes to show. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I haven't really but it just seems like to me that there is a deep disdain for women in leadership roles.
Right. Which is a shame. Truly a shame.
And a lot of people, and I just don't understand it. I mean, we always talk about, and we're going to get right into the topic in a little bit, but
Yeah.
I couldn't not talk about this, but it's like, as a culture, we always talk about how we want a change, how the man, the white man, the man, he's been controlling and, manipulating black people, and they keep their foot on their neck, the white man this, the white man that. And then when given an opportunity to put somebody else into the White House, a woman, and when we think about it, like Tupac said, every man got his name from a woman and his game from a woman.
Dear
Why do
mama.
we hate our women?
Right.
I
Dear
just feel
mama.
like we, it was so many men, and especially across, y'all know I talk to a lot of people on a daily. It's so many men who had a problem with women, just women being in a position of power.
I think we had the same people that voted for Obama. We would have had this,
Oh,
the
she would
power
have
that
been
would have absolutely no, hands down.
he's still a man.
Yeah.
So and when it was some people who just didn't vote. For her, it was a lot of people who did not vote. Period.
Yeah.
Oopsie. It was a lot of people who didn't vote. Period. 5%. Even if I don't care who you voted for, actually, but it's like, why not vote for someone who's gonna? We know what old white men do in the White House.
Right.
We know what they do. We even know what Trump was gonna do. But it's like, come on now, we could have did better.
But I think we still need to go back and look at our history. I hate to say that, but we really need to really look back at our history. How they have never had our best interests whatsoever. So it shouldn't change now. It really shouldn't. So
yeah, it shouldn't. But sad nonetheless. So we have I don't have this mentality to like something horrible is going to happen because he's in office.
right.
I think that it's going to be a lot of change, especially if there's a Republican, if he runs the House and Congress and the House of Representatives, Senate, are ran by him, then we're going to be in a situation, but it's going to be a lot of changes because he's going to have a free reign to do whatever he wants to do, and that's a problem. But I just feel like, my bigger piece is I just feel like we got so caught up on immigration and abortion that we didn't think about the children and how it affects them. If you dismantle the public, the ed choice and the Ohio, the education. I'm lost for words right now, but if you dismantle that, the education for the kids, the ed choice scholarships, IEPs, and all of this stuff that helps kids who have learning disabilities, it's gonna be a travesty. And we're preparing our next generation. And the fact that we don't care about the youth that are among us. Nobody talked about the education for our kids. Nobody talked about, what we're going to do about, education or school assistance or helping kids, like those type of things. Nobody talked about that. And when I was having a conversation with some of my family, it was just like, wow, we got stuck on, they never even talked about what they were going to do for us as a people. Like, it just was so much, and it's just so sad that we don't pay better attention to politics and we don't take it serious, and we don't really understand. And what that showed me on that flyer is the problem that we've had for so many years. The white people, they understood the assignment at the end of the day.
Right.
37%, 34% of white men and 37% white women, they went and got out and voted. Regardless, they understood the assignment. And our lackluster numbers means that we didn't. And that's why we keep falling in this same situation. So,
but keep in mind, there's a lot of black people that supported that man.
It is, which I don't even understand.
It's a lot. You'd be surprised.
Healthcare is going to be an issue. If he dismantles Obamacare, it's going to directly affect single Black men.
And talking about the getting rid of Social Security. There's a lot of stuff he's talking about getting rid of.
Yeah, Social Security, you're going to be working till you're 80 unless you have private insurance. You know, it's like nuts. I mean, that would be a travesty for people. You know, like, could you imagine no Social Security? If you in your 40s right now, could you imagine you done paid into Social Security all this time and that being gone from you? Could you imagine what the next generation is going to look like for us? I mean, we just need to think about those type of things.
I have some of my friends who are Republican, and they talk about Republicans don't believe in handouts. And I think that's one of the big things, the difference between the Republicans and the Democrats. Republicans don't believe in giving
the government believe in handouts.
No, well, mostly Republicans don't believe in handouts.
No, they do. You know why I said the government
get out there and work every day.
The government is if they didn't believe in handouts, they wouldn't be taking our taxes. I mean they taking our taxes. I mean, they tax everything for nothing. Right. You know, it goes so deep.
I mean, taxes been around for beginning of time.
I mean, no, you are held accountable for not voting because the reason why you're held accountable for not voting is because I just don't want to hear anything if you weren't a part of the process. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're not a part of the process, like, you can't talk about the game if you didn't play in it. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Right. Be a part of the game. You can't be a part of it. You can't be a part of the conversation if you weren't a part of it. You got to be a part of it. Like, it's necessary. All right. I digress. Okay. So we're going to get into the topic.
I know, right?
And it's a crazy. So one of the reasons I wanted to do it, because we always talk about, sex and relationships. But one of the things that I think that we really don't talk about that is a growing number of people are practicing this, men and women, is abstinence. And just from the chat, I mean, if you're in the chat, I just want to know if you've ever practiced abstinence before. If you're in the chat, let me know. Just put a thumbs up if you have
practiced it.
Yes, if you've practiced celibacy.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm going to show y'all a video.
Yeah, a video. It's quite interesting too.
Mm-hmm. So, some people, okay. No, some people said, hell yeah. Okay. Somebody said, I'm abstinent right now. Okay. I know that's right. So I just really want to, yes. Okay. It's a lot of people who have practiced abstinence. And I think it's something that we don't talk about as much in our community. Like, I got more people. It's more. Okay, I feel you on that. So we don't have to have you call in a little bit.
I know, right?
Okay, been about 8 months. I know that's right. So we're gonna talk about it. And if you're not sure, abstinence is, tell them, Hardy. You gonna tell them what? Abstinence is. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, it's the practice of not having sex. Abstinence in itself is just refraining from doing something. It's the practice of not doing something, right? But sexual abstinence is the practice of not having sex. And there's different levels to it. Mm-hmm. There's complete abstinence, which is a lot of times done for religious purposes. That's abstaining from every type of sexual activity. That means no kissing, no hugging, none of that, nothing, no forms of intimacy. Hey, Val.
I haven't seen you in a while, Val. Okay.
Y'all are so crazy.
I know, right? He's back.
He's back. Vernon's back.
Yeah, Vernon's back.
Yes. So, hey, so there's complete abstinence. Then there's which is refraining from all forms of sexual activity. And then there's outer course abstinence, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, wait till you hear this
and
answer.
It's everything but penetration. So it's like tantrum sex, kissing, hugging, loving, caressing, feeling,
licking, sucking,
licking,
sucking,
sucking.
Whoa.
Just no
penetration.
Which I find to kind of be kind of.
I mean, if you're doing all that,
it's gonna be hard to abstain, right? But
right?
That's some real self-control right there.
I know. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's some real. So I want to go over like why do people, and in the chat, if you can put up like if you've practiced abstinence in the chat and you've talked about it, I just want you to put up one of the reasons why you abstain from sex before we go into.
I think
this
some
video.
people they wait to get married. A lot of reasons. Some people are just waiting to get married. They're just tired of giving their body to different people.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to wait for that moment of what do they call that when they wait absence and before they get married and they make sure they're pure, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Can you be pure?
So that's celibacy. Celibacy is abstinence, and somebody just asked. Celibacy is abstinence before marriage. Mm-hmm. And it's typically for religious reasons.
Right.
So if I just want to know one of the reasons, if you could put in the chat, maybe a reason why you decided to be celibate. I'm gonna give y'all a little minute. Yeah, but I'm just curious. I just think so. Me personally, I have practiced celibacy before.
Oh, okay.
And I was celibate for about 2 years. And I have like some different mindset around it.
Okay.
Y'all know I'm never typical, right?
Right.
So I have like some different. I do not believe in celibacy.
Hold on. What you
I have practiced celibacy in my past. Okay, somebody said for religious reasons in the past. So I practiced celibacy for like 2 years, right? And during the time that I was celibate, I shouldn't say celibate, I should say abstinent, because it's a difference.
Okay.
Somebody said 2 years. It's too much crap out here. I'm going to give myself who's not going to appreciate. It's earned, not given. I know that's right. Yeah, someone said tired of sharing myself without the commitment. So I personally, when I went on my journey of celibacy, I went on that journey because many of the things that you guys said, I was tired of giving myself to someone who didn't appreciate me, or it was for religious reasons as well. I was trying to stay celibate until marriage. And I was just, like you said, tired of sharing myself, just giving myself out, my energy, my essence to everyone. And I just wanted to get to a place of clarity. It was mental clarity. I want to make decisions because sometimes we know sex can cloud
our decision.
Your decision making. Like, you might, because you have that soul tie and that bond with that person. And it was challenging for the 2 years, but I didn't put myself in situations, and I was like total. And so I'm gonna just say I was practicing complete abstinence, which means there was no kissing, no hugging, no nothing, complete and total abstinence, right? Nothing at all. And so during that time, I was dating somebody, and I had start dating somebody because when I started my journey, I wasn't dating. I was just single. And then I met somebody and we started dating, and we had sex, right? And it was like from the minute, and I was in my early 20s too.
Okay.
I was like early 20s. And from the minute we had sex, I was gone, mind gone, couldn't think straight. It was
Mind
like
blowing decision
all
making.
the all the all
Mind
the
blowing.
reasons why I was abstaining from sex went
Yeah,
out the
okay,
window.
I went through.
It
Yeah.
went completely out the window. I was like stuck for a minute. I was like mind gone, mind blown. I was messed up. Basically, I was nuts all over again. I was
Choose your words
crazy.
carefully, please.
Huh? Oh, my bad. I was like
Woo!
literally nuts all over again.
Man,
But it was crazy.
I know it
So
was.
after that experience, I was like, you know what? I probably, and time went on, I was like, I probably would have never been in that situation had I not uh went so long without sex, because it was like the minute that that orgasm hit, I was like, oh, crazy.
But I think it's still different for men though. I think it's probably hard. Would it be harder for men? I think it'd be harder for men to withstand without having sex because we're built a little bit different from women. We could watch, anything. Our attention could just be blowing up. And I'm not saying for me, because again, I always think sex is overrated. But again, like I think I don't want to say it's harder for men to practice that, because the way our mind is made, we get to see something like, we can see some cleavage and we can just go crazy, or we can see a big, can I say ass on her?
Yeah.
See a big ass and just go crazy. Got to have it, so we have to be careful of, with us men. We're so physically motivated.
I feel you. So I want to get on this. So males abstain. It helps them a lot of times. Why do men abstain from sex? So a lot of men who have practiced abstaining from sex say it helps them understand the difference between love and lust. If they really like somebody for who they are, or if it's just a sexual attraction, it helps their mental health, not concentrating and preoccupied with lustful thoughts and things. It removes the distraction, keeps their mind clear. And the biggest reason a lot of men said is self-control. It helps them practice self-control.
But with some men, it probably helps clear their mind with sex, though. So I don't know if I don't know that I don't know if I agree with that, because
I'm just saying this is what they,
Yeah, I understand what you said. I know what I'm saying. So sometimes it helps a man clear his mind when they do have sex.
And so a lot of women say they abstain, of course, for clarity, self-love, peace, religious practice, to prevent pregnancy and STDs and stuff like that, and to focus on their goals and other things that they have that they're trying to do, their personal goals, for their values, and peace. I agree. So I'm going to share this video with you, and we're going to discuss it.
Now that celibacy is on the rise, here's a few tips that got me through a year and a half. Tip 1, get active. I don't care if you go running, sign up for the gym, or join a Zumba class. Anything that is going to boost that serotonin. Step 2, start dating yourself. Everything you want somebody else to do for you, start doing that for yourself. Dates, gifts, words of affirmation. You'll be less likely to look for those things in another person. Step 3, Toys R Us may be closed, but is it really? Invest in some new Legos, or a new Barbie, if you will. Step 4, be honest. If you are dating, be honest with the person that you're interested in. Let them know that you have set a standard for yourself. That is when you'll find out if that person respects you enough to respect your wishes. And you might start noticing red flags more when you remove that off the table. Because what else do you have to pay attention to? What's in here? Just some tips to get y'all through.
I mean, she might have got married after that. I don't know. I do feel like some of those things are really truthful. Like, I think that when you do see things more clearly when you take sex off the table, you can really see if a person is
I don't think
really
that's true. I
into the
disagree.
relationship
I disagree.
for you. For women. I'm speaking
disagree
as a
because
woman.
I can see things very clearly, and if I was intimate with somebody, I can still think clearly. So I disagree with that. Sorry.
Fair enough. Tomato, tomato. You can disagree.
disagree.
But I'm just saying that
I'm just saying
for me,
there's no,
and for
I'm
a
not-
lot of other women, when you take sex off the table, it gives you other things to focus on.
I
Focus
get that.
on who I am as an individual and
You
a
can
person.
still have sex and still focus on each other.
But sex is a distraction. Sex is a distraction.
I disagree.
When it comes to relationships.
No, it's not.
Think about it. If you're having
I'm thinking
sex,
about it, I'm saying no.
If you're having sex with a person,
I'm just saying. I'm thinking about it right now. I disagree. Respect my.
No, Hardy. Look, no. If you're having sex with a person, right? Just for a minute, let me make my point.
Okay.
You having sex with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And say that they have a lot of different red flags that's going on in that relationship, right?
Okay.
And you realize, like, dang, this person really ain't. She crazy. She acting nuts. She insecure, and now she tripping. Like, where would you at? You ain't. She doing all this stuff, right. But because you sleeping with her and you're having sex with her, it's like, but I don't want to. She do that one thing I like real good. Yeah. I don't want to let her go. Because you would have been walked away, but because you are having sex with her and it's good and you like it, you don't. So how is that not a distraction?
The reason I say that, because again, a conversation must be had. That's where everybody. That's why it's so important that you have these conversations with that other person. Like, what happens if we have sex? Or does that make us a couple? Or we just having sex? Or what? That's why you have to have that conversation. Okay. So people know. Like,
even with those conversations, because we all know, people say all the time, okay, we're just gonna have, sex. And now, we just gonna be, oh no, I can handle that. We just gonna be friends.
We ain't little kids
and it
no
ain't
more.
no strings
we
attached.
We ain't no little kids no
People
more.
People say that, but when feelings and emotions get involved, things change.
We ain't little kids no more. We grown. What?
Vernon said when she do that guap 2000, however you spell it.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's definitely back.
It's the truth. Come on now, let's be real.
Here's the thing. Here's the other thing, right? At what point do you say, you know what? How many women can I conquer? Or how many men can I conquer? At what point do I say, you know what? Do I stop at 40 women? Then I'm saying, you know what? I'm cool.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? You got to find somebody at some point and say, you know what? This is the one I really like, regardless if I have sex with her or not. I like her for who she is. But these are, we have to make these grown decisions.
All right, so that's a good segue. Listen to this.
Once you have fornicated multiple times, you have now developed preferences. This is why God never wanted for us to have outside of marriage. Once you've experienced things that you should have only experienced within wedlock, you develop preferences. So when you meet a really good woman, she's everything you need, but she can't turn it up in the bedroom like that freak can. You may pass up on your soulmate because she can't please you like the freak. And a lot of people have lost out on good relationships because they didn't come with freak of the week talent. I've had women, sisters, admit it. I should have married him, but he couldn't turn it up in the bedroom.
Wow.
Facts on facts on facts.
Yeah. That's why you gotta keep that number low.
I love Dr. Umar too.
You gotta keep that body count low, because, like he said, you start comparing. You start comparing Annie Mae and to whoever else. It's like, well, she didn't do this, but she likes doing this, and you gotta be careful.
I'm about to stop posting your stuff. Vernon said you got to play one-on-one, but also have someone to break the tie. 2 out of 3.
Wow.
Rock, paper, scissors. He a fool.
Man, he is acting up today.
Fornication. I mean, just having multiple sex partners will cloud your judgment. I just honestly feel that. And you see it so much. You will see a great woman with a guy, and all the streets know he doing his dirt, and everybody being like, dang, she's such a good girl, she don't even know. And he will not commit to her, he won't marry her, he won't make a decision about her. What do you mean, Roots? For a woman it can. Like for a man too. A man will not commit to her. He will not be in a faithful relationship with her because he has these other desires and appetites. That's why a lot of men step out. They married a good girl that they love and they care about, and she's amazing, and they cheating with the freak of the week.
Because she doing stuff she ain't doing. Like, I mean, that's what I hate to say this. Excuse me what I'm about to say. Sometimes you got to test it before you get. I mean, really, you don't want to find on the night that you get married that your wife doesn't do that.
Do what?
Whatever you like, and you find out that she don't do that.
But why not just teach her?
No, but teach
her what you like.
See, I'm a little different person, so I can't tell you what I like because a lot of people know me. And I want to have this clear image of myself. You trying to put me on blast. It's okay though. But anyway,
you don't want. I was about to say something so ignorant and so inappropriate. But I thought it in my head. Though. But what is it?
Like I said though,
that you can't say.
I can't say. My mom might be watching. So my mom might be watching. So I want to, I want to know her son is still, who he is. But again, like I said, sometimes you don't want to find out the night of the wedding, or like, oh, you don't do that. And that's where you have to keep that body count down low, because you be comparing your wife to Susan or Barbara or Becky, and then you really jacked up. You out there looking, searching.
Vernon said, you test drive a car, don't you? A woman is not a car.
No, it's not.
And also, you can pick, who you pick to be in a relationship with can build you or destroy you.
So true. Facts.
And you have to be so mindful of who you pick to be in a relationship with.
Absolutely.
You can pick somebody that completely destroys your life, and I mean, we see it all the time, where it's this person, they're doing good for themselves, they get with the wrong person, and next thing you know, they introduce her to drugs or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just who you pick to partner with can make you or break you. And so you got to be very mindful. But it's so many different inner things. Like, sex is just one aspect of a relationship. And if you base a relationship on just sex, then when that person get old and gray or unable to perform those duties, then it's like, where is the relationship? And that's why I feel like being celibate or abstaining from sex gives you so much mental clarity about who you are as an individual.
I don't agree.
And a person.
I don't agree.
It makes you get to know who you are. It does. Especially for women. And maybe it's not the same for men, but for women, for sure, it gives us clarity of what our true desires are, because we do compromise. Women compromise a lot when it comes to relationships. We'll, if we like somebody, and women are notorious for falling in love with potential. So for instance, we have this mindset a lot of times that if we get with a guy and the sex is good, then we can kind of build around all the other things. I'll help him do this.
But what about
I'll make him better in
He
this
might be a broke man though. Then what? He might be broke.
I mean, you know what? And it's a lot of women who done got in relationships with men who were broke, but because she was so thorough of a woman, she motivated him and helped him do better. You know what I'm saying? Like a virtue, that's the virtuous woman. She gonna make everything better. Everything she put her hands on is gonna grow.
She'll redo his resume and everything, huh?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
mean, I'm just being real. My
That's
ex-husband, I mean, like he wanted a new job. I was like, okay, let me touch up this resume.
But you were married though.
I mean, yeah,
I'm just saying,
but
we're
I
just
did
talking
that
about
when
dating.
before I was his wife.
Oh, okay.
I did that before I was his wife.
You're a different kind of woman too, though.
I am.
You know what I'm saying? You are
Thank you, Heidi.
You're
But I mean, it's
you're a
just
team
how
player.
it is. I
You
am
are
a team player.
You are a team player because you're definitely a team player.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I'd rather have a man with the values that I want than the money, because I know how to get to the bag.
I know, right?
I know how to get to the bag, baby. We gonna do it.
Yeah.
But that's gonna come, and I do feel like when
There
two
you go,
people,
using the words again. I keep telling you about using the words, man. That's on come. That's on come.
That's gonna come in time. But if you with the right person, you know, they gonna help you. They gonna build you up. They gonna motivate you. Y'all gonna motivate each other. Two people agree, y'all can't help but to flourish.
But still, you can still motivate each other and still have sex with that person. So I don't think that's necessarily true.
I just think that when you take sex off and this is my thing. So I'm here. I got this thing for
I know.
This
I
is
know
my
the show's
theory.
about abstinence. I do know that, but
yeah. This is my thing, right?
What is your thing?
I think a lot of times when it comes to relationships, right, we introduce sex too early into that relationship. And what happens is you end up with this person and you realize like, oh, shoot, they're not the person for me. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should not have had sex with them. And a lot of times when it comes to men and women relationships, men have friends, they have guy people that they talk to and they confide in and they're vulnerable with. And they look at that woman, they never really actually emotionally connect with her because they don't build a friendship first, because they introduce sex. And now she's a vehicle of, like somebody else said in the chat, of relief. Sex becomes a relief. So she's like the relief pitcher. She just being his channel to release his frustrations,
or her frustration too.
It could work men release, ways. Women receive. Men release, women receive.
That's not true. That's
men
not true.
Release.
So women don't get backed up. Women don't get sexually frustrated.
We do get sexually frustrated.
Okay.
Sometimes.
So that's not.
But
does that qualify?
Women are receivers.
So is that
women
not
receivers.
The same? That is not the same.
Women are receivers, and I'm just saying that a lot of times when it comes to sex, men never actually connect emotionally with a lot of women because they have already had sex with her. Man, yeah, I said, yeah, men do it. Yeah, so women they never have the opportunity to really get to know that woman intellectually, her vulnerability. They're not able to be vulnerable with that woman because it's like they've already introduced sex. But when you take sex out the equation and you get to know that person and y'all develop a true friendship, care for one another that is amazing, then you're not seeing her as just a sexual partner, like just sex. Like how many times have you seen women and men, they have such these bonded, loyal, dope relationships with their homeboys and their friends, and a woman they treat like shit because those are the relationships they are vulnerable in. But they're not vulnerable with their women.
Okay, so here's my answer to that. Everybody may not agree, but at some point you got to look at yourself as an individual. I have to stop giving my body to these guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to hold yourself accountable too. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it again. Like I said, he cannot have sex unless you allow him to have sex. So you have to have accountability too. I
Yeah,
know.
women, I agree with you, Valerie.
What she say?
She says sex for most women is emotional more than just physical release. I definitely, I feel like it is emotional, and that's why we're receiving what this man is giving us, and that's why a lot of women be frustrated. Like you said, Bocat, she said, give me, we have had those moments where we say, give me my ass back. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could say that about my give my. Now, see, it worked both ways too, though.
I'm not saying
You
that it
know,
don't.
I
But
know
like
I've
you
done
said,
something.
you
I
are
wish
an
I could get it
exception
back.
to the rule as well.
I know. I wish I could get mine back. I wasted that.
But a lot of men have a hard time, Vernon, of connecting emotionally. They cannot connect emotionally because they build with the people they feel like they build with their homeboys and their friends, and those are the relationships
Because
that
men
are
can't be, men
solid,
cannot
and
be
they don't know
vulnerable.
how
Men
to
cannot
be
be
friends
vulnerable.
with women.
Men cannot be vulnerable with women sometimes. So that's sometimes not even
But
on the
that's
table.
a misconception, and it's
Because,
and you know why they feel that way?
Why?
Because they had sex too early.
No, that's not true at all.
It is.
That's not true.
It's because if you develop a friendship first, then all the other stuff will come. Sex will be easy if you already have a solid friendship. Even if you can't have sex with that person, you still
let's say you say that. Let's say you say that,
Mhm.
and the sex is terrible. What happens then? A man goes right into friend zone.
It ain't gonna be
right.
terrible.
So he go right.
It ain't gonna
He's
be
gonna go right
terrible.
into
If you
friend
love
zone.
somebody,
Like,
you're
you know
gonna
what?
be patient.
No, I get that, but
You're gonna be patient. You're gonna teach them what you like.
Nah.
How many times as women? I mean,
That's
women
what,
in the
that's
chat.
what
Women in the chat.
Women put them right into the friend zone once they find out the sex wasn't good. You know what?
Women.
I think, you know what? I like you a lot, but I think I'm a.
Women in the chat, how many times have you had sex with a man and it was horrible, and you actually had to teach him what you like? For real. Yes, a woman. Yes. How many times had you had to teach them what you like?
I gotta
take time to get.
What's wrong with them? You know what, man?
A woman can stick with a lame dude that has bad sex. Yes.
Who said that? Man.
Come on. Listen,
really?
Let me turn this on so y'all can call in, because
that's
I
don't believe that. I don't believe that.
We do it all the time.
Oh, see,
we do it all the time. Sorry, we do.
So women don't get sexually frustrated.
Yes, women get sexually frustrated, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of times we have been in relationships with men where the sex was bad and we had to teach them what we like. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. Explain, Frida. Here, I'm about to open up the phone lines.
Open up the phone lines, because these women over here is just like, I don't know. I think we too old to be making excuses. We did it too fast. We did it too soon.
So it's off. Y'all can call in if y'all want. You can call in now. But I just think that, you have to build I think that us as women, and I think this is why we have this society problem with relationships, is because we introduce sex into relationships way too fast. And then it clouds your judgment. It makes you stay longer than you should. I mean, I can definitely speak for myself that I've had sex with men, and that I probably, if I would not have had sex, and I would have just been like, I would have left way quicker. Damn. But because I had a sexual attraction, or because the sex was good, or just because I had this soul tie connection with this man, I couldn't walk away. And so, or I stayed longer than I should have. But if sex was never on the table, which J? Because it's Juicy and it's Julius, so I don't know which J you're talking about.
Yeah, which one?
But I think that a lot of times you gotta, when you remove it off the table and you really get to know a person for who they are, the relationship has a deeper level of intimacy. It's a different care. And I just
let's not get lust and sex confused. I don't know if you're talking about lust or you talking about sex right now.
What sex is an act of a vagina and penis.
So
It's
what is lust
in a
then?
release.
What is
That's
lust?
sex. Lust is just, you can lust after somebody and never sleep with them ever.
Let me know how that works out.
Lust, it's just like you desire that person. You have the sexual desires for them. I mean, it's a man that lusts after women all the time. They lust after Beyonce. They don't mean they gonna get her.
Yeah, I'm talking about somebody's their job. Huh? You can lust after them, and I don't know.
Lust is lust, but it's a difference. I just think that sometimes it's better to leave sex off the table. Lust means to desire. It's just a desire.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Okay, we don't know what you're talking about because I think that when we seen the comment.
Yeah, we might be behind.
Yeah. You can lust after a car. You can. It's anything that you desire. Food. People lust after food. All kind of stuff. Money.
So
people
I
lust
guess
after money.
I guess you can. Is desire and lust, is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's just a desire. Lust is something that you desire.
Because I don't lust after food. I don't lust after my job. I don't.
Some people might lust after money. They got to have all of it. They want, the bigger their bank account is, the more they love it, the happier they are. Yeah. Work booze. I mean, I just think that y'all can call in, but I just think that a lot of times we should just be more mindful. I'm going to play another video for y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this.
Celibacy becomes very easy for a woman when she realizes that there is literally no man worth being involved with if he isn't helping to improve her life and loving her correctly. She can go months on top of months without sex. It's really nothing because she refuses to give her body to a man who doesn't deserve any part of her. Her body is her temple, and allowing a man to have access to her whose spirit is not aligned with hers will only bring havoc in her life. And she is a woman who will always choose peace over chaos.
I mean, goals, right? I like, for me, as I've matured, right, and I've gotten older, I just really I cannot be with the person that, like, as you get older, what you need changes. Your needs change,
Absolutely.
If you're financially stable and you got yourself together, you looking for a different type of relationship as you get older, period. The last video was on point, ain't it?
Oh, Frida says she follows him.
Yeah, I feel like as time, progresses, what you need in a relationship, it changes.
Absolutely, for sure.
Whereas when I was, when you're younger, you might want somebody who got a lot of money or all of those type of things, but your values and superficial things change because you just realize you have more things as you get older, or at least you should, because you have worked and had years of work and time and making
mindset
money
changes,
and you've learned things. And so now you're looking for, like, at this stage in my life, as you older, most people, they want a relationship where they're going to be emotionally supported, where they're going to be appreciated. They want somebody who has, like, that emotional stability, that if I'm having and that can provide emotional security, safety, like where somebody you could be vulnerable with. Those are the core things that you look at, because you realize money comes and goes. You could be rich today, a crisis happen, you get sick, you can't work anymore, and lose it all tomorrow. So you can't put value in those type of superficial things, and you start to look at what a person really truly means to you,
Mhm.
and what do they add? What is the value
Yeah, to
that
your
they
life.
really add to your life?
It's so important.
And I just feel like a lot of times we never get to that point because we shut that off because we introduce sex way too early.
Mhm.
You don't get to see a person. If you take sex off the table completely, if a man is really not for you, he is not sticking around 4 and 5 months.
That's what like Steve Harvey said, the 90-day rule.
I say 90 days is too short.
I don't know if you can really put, 90 days. I don't think you can really put a number on how long
If you
should
can't
wait.
get married in 90 days, I'm just saying.
Well, some people get married after 2 months meeting somebody.
And that's fine. But I'm just saying
they find their soulmate, and they that's what they want.
I have several friends that got married in 3 months' time. I don't see a problem with it.
Right.
I'm just saying, if you feel like getting married in 3 months is not enough, it's too soon, then why don't you feel like having sex in 3 months is too soon?
I don't know, because when you get older, like you said, your mindset is totally different. Because once you get older, you start like, you know what? I'm tired. I really want to settle down with somebody that think the same way. Our goals match each other. What we want. The kids are grown. It's time for us. It's to travel together, make some new beginnings, new ventures together, and tomorrow's not promised. I mean, what's really stopping you from marrying somebody in 3 months? I mean, 2 months, 3 months. What is it?
I say nothing. I say nothing if that's what you want. See, some people think 3 months is too soon, but maybe it's not. But I feel, me personally, I kind of do think that is too soon. I feel like you should see everybody.
I don't think so.
But I mean, who knows? You can't really make that. I can't really make that decision for two people who really love each other.
Right.
I know some people who got married within 3 months, 6 months, and they've been married for 30 years.
Right. People be married, had to the expensive, have spent tens and thousands weddings and don't even last a year. So I mean, what does it all mean at the end of the day? It's all about a conversation that you need to have. Until you have that conversation with that person, and it could be you could just had the best sex, and that might trigger. You know what? I'm really feeling you, and I don't want to see nobody else. This is you are who I want to be.
But that's so superficial.
No, it's not.
It is so superficial.
It's not getting caught up in the moment or anything like that.
How is it not?
It's not.
Because you just said, what you just said.
Before,
listen to your words.
I'm listening.
You said you can have some amazing sex with the person,
right?
And then decide, you know what?
Not then, but not right that
That's
moment.
What you said.
Okay. Let me be corrected. Not that moment, but leading up to you guys having sex, you had a conversation. All the boxes are checked by each person. It's about checking boxes about people. This person check all my boxes, and then you have this great sex. You know what? I'm tired. Hey, are you tired? Yeah, I'm tired. Do you want this? Do you want that? And then I don't see anything wrong with that. What?
Did you really? I was at your wedding. I waited a year and a half, then got married, then had sex at my reception. Did you have sex at your reception? Because y'all did dip off for a minute.
Oh my God.
No, but I would just say this though.
Sherry, that's a good friend of mine.
Sheila,
yeah.
Hey, Sheila. So
I wish she could call in. I
just feel like if you're having sex with somebody super soon, right? And they check on everybody shows up at first with their representative. It's just how we are. We show the best parts of ourselves when we first meet an individual. It's normal, natural behavior. And so I just feel like you have to have conflict, because how a person deals with conflict is going to show who they are. I feel like you is nuts. I ain't mad at you though. Hey, that was your wife. Do you, boo? But I feel like people show their representative initially. So I'm like, you got to see a person in all seasons before. You got to see how they deal with conflict. You have to have some adversity. You have to have a trial or something.
Trial with sex. How about that?
No, I'm saying not trial with sex. I'm saying like a trial, because if you build your relationship on sex, then it's what happens if that person gets sick and they can't have sex with you no more? Are you still gonna be there? Are you gonna step out?
I think a true person would be. I truly do. And I think sometimes people understand, like, yeah, I get it. If you go out here and do something, I get it. Because I can't do that for you. That's someone that really loves you.
Yeah, that is. But can you have that if your relationship is not based on something deeper than just sex? You have to have a relationship that's based on something deeper than sex.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But not necessarily in the sense, I don't think sex, to me, can cloud your way of thinking. I just don't believe that. Because we're at an age now where we're beyond all that. We should know what we want. We know what boxes we need checked in relationships.
I don't know. I mean, we got an age gap.
How old you got to be?
It's an age gap between me and you.
I'm sorry?
I'm saying there's a pretty big age gap between
me
and you. So we might be at different experiences. I was going to say and when you were in your 40s, did you feel like how you feel right now?
I know. I thought maybe a little bit, but as I'm older now, I'm not wasting my time. I think we got a caller.
I think we got a caller. Hello, you're on Juicy Talk.
Hi, this is Bo Cat. I was so
scared to call
in.
Why?
Hey, Bo Cat.
Hey, what's happening?
I agree with both of you all. I think for me, just how I think about abstinence and whether or not to have sex, I think it's an individual choice. And I can see, Julie, your point. It's not a distraction if two agree that they want to engage in sex. It's not going to be a distraction for them because they are going into it knowing that they want to get the physical thing going. But if a person wants a little bit more substance, which that's how I describe it for myself, is I don't want to have sex too soon because I don't want to deal with what comes after sex, having sex. And so I try to describe it this way, that I want to argue with the person before I have sex. I don't have a time frame, right? It's not 30 days, 2 weeks, 6 months, whatever it is. And the reason I say I want to argue is because if you have a disagreement with a person and you're able to survive each other after that, then you have built and developed a connection with that person beyond the physical.
But it really depends on the argument it's about, though, right? It depends what the argument is about.
It doesn't have to be like a real bad argument.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying but if I have like a disagreement with someone,
that's gonna happen. And that's gonna happen, though.
But that's not really happening soon, though, because like Juicy said, you're showing up as a representative of yourself. You're on your best behavior, right? And so it's not until you get to know someone a little bit where now they see the worst part of you. So I want the man to see the worst part of me. He was attracted to me when he saw me physically or spoke to me, but I want you to see the worst part of me. And if you see the worst part of me and you still like me and you still want to be with me and we're making connections and we're having fun together, then you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more substance there. But that doesn't work for everybody. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it has to. But for me, at this phase of my life, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with what comes after sex. And usually what comes after sex is all this confusion of, you know what, I thought I liked her or didn't like her, or I thought I liked him and didn't like him, right? I don't want to be bothered. Deuces.
Well,
right?
or they or they put them in that friend zone after that.
It's no friend zone after you have sex. What do you mean by that?
Friend zone? What the friend zone mean?
Yeah, when would a person put you in a friend zone? Because I feel like after you have sex, it's how do you get back to the friend zone? I don't understand that.
It's easy.
Arbitrary. That's happened to me before.
Right. I mean, it's easy. You're right. Yeah.
It's the ego thing too, right? Because it messes with the ego a little bit too. But you're like, what? Right? But like earlier, even this year, like early spring, you know, I had a situation and it was really, this is public, so I have to be careful about how much I say.
Absolutely. But yes.
What I'm saying is that it can happen, right? It can happen where you like, oh, we probably shouldn't have did that, right? But I think you can only really be truly friends if you were already friends. True. But if you were not friends before that happened, just using the word friend is just a nice thing to say. But we're grown. Like, we know what real friends are.
Right. Right? Absolutely. Right.
You know, that's just my 2 cents on it. I think for me, abstinence is the choice because I want more substance and I don't want to deal with what happens after.
And I agree. I at one point, like I said, when I was in my 20s, I would abstain from sex for a period of time. And I was just like, oh, I went crazy after I did start having sex again. And I felt like I lost my mind to myself. I got like really wrapped up in that relationship. And I think that, but now as I've matured and got older, like my value system has changed. I can understand why, you know, people who are not in relationships decide to not have sex. Like I can really see how it can bring clarity, how it can be peace. I mean, I went through a breakup, and after that breakup, I just decided like I was just going to take some time to just focus on me. I wasn't going to be intimate with anybody. I just was going to, you know, I didn't even do it intentionally or purposeful. It's just that my heart wasn't in a place to be intimate with anybody, right? And so I needed to take time for me, focus on myself. And I think that it does bring a certain amount of clarity, but I do think we have an epidemic going on where women feel like yes, I had to heal. Yes, Chastity, I had to heal.
Nice point, Chastity.
And it took a, you know, I think we have like this epidemic going on right now where, you know, we're putting sex and just we're really needing intimacy, close. We want to be close to somebody, feel connected and vulnerable with people. And we're getting that confused with sex. And people start having sex with each other. And now they feel this sense of connection, like you're mine, I'm yours, but it's fake and it's false because there's nothing, it's not built on, it has nothing to sustain it. There's no substance. You don't know me, you know me sexually, but you don't know who I am as a person, as a human. I can't be vulnerable with you. I can't feel safe with you. And I think that we have to make sure that we're not putting ourselves in position where we are just looked at. And I feel like this is why we're where we got in society. where we're just sex objects. You know, I am a reciprocal, a receptacle for your sexual desire, and that goes both
Whoa.
ways
Whoa.
for men and women.
That's deep.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
deep.
and I think that we have to make sure that we're not putting ourselves in that
I agree.
position,
That's true.
and we set ourselves up for that when we don't first build a firm foundation of friendship and really getting to know a person.
Mm-hmm. But then again, that goes back to what I was saying. You have to have these conversations with these individuals, see where their mindset is. Where have they done in the last 5 years, or what are people's goals? What do you see yourself? I mean, I know it sounds kind of trivial, but those questions need to be asked. Even as an adult, you know, you need to ask these questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And I think too, like I like how I think GC said with just, you know, just being real and like I think right now there's a lot of pressure on females, especially. I don't know about the males.
Yes, I think so more. No, I think so more than men. I think so, but that's because I'm a male though. Because I'm a male though, so I don't. Right.
I think from the female perspective, just what I'm seeing, like I'm not out there in terms of dating, but what I see in the younger generation, especially, it seems like there's like this competition of who can do the most whorish things, and I don't know where the shift has happened, but growing up, my mom told me
videos, TV.
Like, my mom told me, you know, leave something if you can't remain a virgin, right? Leave something at least for your husband, something new for your husband. And what you see nowadays online and everything, some of the things, the competition that women, some of the things that women are doing to men, and not just one man, every man that they date or have sex with.
Right.
I'm just trying to say, like, what are they going to get a trophy? Like, so are we competing to get like the best sex partner trophy?
So that's what I'm saying. It goes women's body count. Some women body counts are more than men. They body count is ridiculous.
I
think it's pressure from men, though.
Yeah, I think
like you got to brag about, you know, how good somebody
dick was.
This and that.
I'm just saying.
I think that a lot of times, but you're absolutely right. I think that a lot of times when it comes to, relationships, especially like with the younger generation, it is this pressure. Like the younger generation of men are looking at this is how it goes. The women are looking like back in the day, like in my parents' day, you know, men respected women who saved themselves, who were hard to get and hard to obtain. Those were the women. So everybody did it, right? And so now we live in a generation where everybody is giving it up. Like they just giving it. You can come get
now
it.
And later. It's like now and later.
Because they're doing that, right? It's like there's no so now girls who want to be the good girl, who may not really want to necessarily give it up, feel like they got to dress a certain way, they got to show their body so that they can, men will pay attention to them. Because the girls who are wearing the short skirts and showing their cleavage are getting more attention than the girls who are at the bookstore. Matter of fact, they're not getting no dates because ain't nobody checking for them. And so it makes them feel like they have to market themselves in this way because society is doing it for them. And it just reminds me of this movie. I don't know if y'all it was this movie called Chirac, where all the women just decided that the men were violent and killing each other. And they said, if y'all don't stop, we just go. So we gonna just stop having sex with y'all. So all the women just stop having sex with the men, right?
I know, I see that.
And Oh, you should check it out because it was really a powerful movie.
What
And
the
the
hell?
women just across the board, they just stopped having sex. The men was losing their mind.
I
They
know.
was begging, like, stop this. Y'all need to start. Like, please. Some women gave it up anyway. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like one of the women, and she was ostracized by the other women. So then she got it together. She was like, I gotta do what I gotta do. But it brought up so many social issues that we have regarding sex and how we operate around sex. And you know, it is a pressure for women to have sex. Like you can't keep them if you don't give it to them. You know, if you don't give in to his sexual desires, or if you're not satisfying your man sexually, somebody else will.
But what
Men
about the
say
men?
it to other women.
Men have pressures too. It's a pressure for a man to perform.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know,
to get it up, to be able to,
I mean,
show up sexually.
This made me like a year ago or a couple. I just went out and met somebody. One of the questions was, "Can you still get it up?" I've met her the same day, and that's what she asked me. She was, are you able to keep it up?" I'm like, "Who asked that question on the first conversation?" This is coming from a woman.
That was important to her.
I mean,
it was.
But I don't.
So that's what I'm saying. There's the pressure for men to be able to perform. So that's a pressure within itself.
I mean, I guess that is a certain amount of pressure.
I mean, this is the first night.
I think that's more about a biological thing, right? Because we know that, some men, as they get older, their libido is not the same. So I think it was more of a biological thing, because for her, like she didn't want to be in a sexless relationship. So she wanted to make sure that before I put my time, my energy, my effort.
And this is coming from a woman, though. This is coming from a woman.
Yeah. Before I put my time and energy and effort.
So why is it wrong for a man to ask? So why is it wrong?
Maybe not a first date. That is a little extreme, but I mean, it's definitely a question. But maybe she ain't want to waste no time. Like I'm not about to put no time and energy and play.
I gotta know off the rip,
if it don't work,
off the tizop, off the
Thank
top.
you, Bo. Thank you, Bo.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah. Bye.
I don't think it's a double standard. I think that if a man asks, how was your sex drive? Can you still, like, after a certain age, like women go through menopause.
Right, and they get dry or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so if he be like, listen,
keep the lube by the bed.
Do it still get wet?
I know,
or
right?
Is it dry?
I mean, keep the lube by the bed.
I mean, I think that you do have to talk
Puffy,
about.
They probably don't have no more baby oil left.
I think
that
you
puppy
do.
Is
You so stupid. I do think that you have to ask health questions, and to me, her asking, "Can you get it up?" was more of not on the first date.
Right, this
That's
is the first
rude.
date.
That's rude.
I mean, it wasn't even a date. I just met her. This ain't conversation.
She was. I mean,
I know,
but
right?
I understand though too. Like,
you want. What you talking about, Willis? Talking about you understand?
I kind of understand.
What's that?
Oh my gosh. She said men being like like hot dogs when they get older. I'm just saying.
What does that mean, hot dogs?
That means that it's flimsy.
Oh my God. Man.
I mean, I just kind of think that's a biological question. Like that's more of a health. I probably would have asked differently. Like, are you on high blood pressure medication? Do you exercise? What is your diet like?
I think what it was like. I think what it was. It was like. I think what it was. I was in the summertime. I had like a little short sleeve shirt on. She saw my little muscles.
She said your muscles.
Like, oh, okay.
Oh, we do need to ask more health questions. Know what we are entering into, right? Wow. I mean, I think she just asked the wrong way. She just was very direct, I would say, because I ain't gonna lie. I might ask those questions, but I ask in a different type of way. So, do you like to work out?
I was like, can't you? Yeah.
Are you vegan?
Oh.
How many times a day do you eat fruits and vegetables?
Okay. That's okay.
I'm just saying. How many glasses of water do you have a day?
What'd she say?
She said, I want to know if the performance will be worth the effort of pursuing the relationship.
Wow. That's deep. Ooh. I don't know what to say. All righty then.
I feel you.
I know. Call me.
I feel you, girl. Facts. Look. Ditto. Look. Did I say it?
All right. I got it.
Okay,
Damn.
okay,
all right.
calm down.
Take it easy.
Okay, my
Regress.
bad.
Calm
My
down.
bad. I'll chill out. I mean,
Miss Young put facts. Miss
I'm
Wells,
just
y'all just going at it tonight.
man, it's the truth. Like those are the questions that need to be asked. But then, if and this is another thing.
But what about love? What about
off.
love? What happened to love and a stable relationship? I'm just saying, what happened to all that?
It's very important.
Oh, okay.
It's very important.
So I mean,
it's very important. I won't take away from it.
I mean, stable. You're looking for a stable man, a man that's going to protect you, the man that's going to respect you,
emotionally intelligent,
can
speak life into me.
Yeah. I mean, so
this is the true fact.
So is he not a good candidate because he get rid of him?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
put him on a diet. Yes.
Miss Young, do you get rid of that guy? Miss Facts.
If I ran across it, I'm gonna just say this.
You get rid of that guy?
No, seriously.
I'm serious too.
If I met a guy and sexually he was having problems and he was everything that I wanted and desired in a man, I mean, like everything else about him was on point, I'm putting him on a diet. You about to get on Michelle's workout plan. You about to be out. We doing football runs, toe touches, burpees. Like, get that jump rope. We gonna exercise because a lot of times that's what it is. What's your vitamins like?
It can be reversed.
Yeah, it can be reversed. Drink some water. Let's go to the doctor and deal with some health. Whatever your health issues, you may need to be vegan. I mean, like, you might need to. You might have to stop eating.
It could be his job. His job could be stressing him out.
Hey, guess what?
We're
gonna teach you how to meditate. Whatever we got to do.
Wow.
But if he has everything that you want in that relationship, and this is true, women, our sex drives do go up as we age. It's terrible. It's so terrible. Love is very important. Love.
Yeah. What about that?
We love love. It's all about love. But when I
can't tell tonight.
But when I just said that,
I can't tell tonight.
Take sex off the table, build a friendship and a relationship, have love and intimacy first.
Do this.
Yeah.
Do that. Do this.
When I said,
I'm just saying.
all show long, take sex off the table. And build intimacy first and love first, build a foundation first. You said, oh no, I gotta have it. Stop it.
Oh, what Miss Wells got to say?
Okay.
She wrote a letter.
Do you think you can look at someone, instantly love someone? I think so. Sex has nothing to do with love, in my opinion. I agree.
Well, I want to hear what Miss Wells
Miss Wells, no, we aren't getting rid of you. Dietary things we can grow together. However, it can be more severe with him going to the doctor weekly. That's chronic. Now, what we are entering into. Yeah, I mean, that's a true statement. You don't want to.
I'm just saying.
For real.
What?
I'm just What's saying. Bullshit about it? Let's talk about it. What's bullshit about it?
Because here's the thing.
What's bullshit?
You don't let me talk?
What's bullshit?
You don't let me talk?
No, I'm just
I'm just saying, Miss Wells, I mean, I kind of agree with you a little bit, but I think some of that is BS.
What's part is BS?
Because like she says, what's one?
We're not getting rid of you. We're going to help you with your diet so we can grow together. However, it can be more severe with him going to the doctor weekly. So, like, if you on dialysis,
We know. Come on now.
no, or you, no,
know,
it's
ain't
a
talking-
real thing. And I'm not saying that you still wouldn't be with that man, but you want to know what you're getting yourself into. You don't want to be in a situation where you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And so asking those questions is fair.
Well, you can tell if he's on dialysis. Come on now.
I'm just using
I'm just
it
talking
as
about
a,
somebody you can't.
I'm just saying
you can't just
those
look at him and
require
say,
weekly doctor visits.
"Listen."
That's what I'm saying.
I messed with you as well. That was a very good statement. A very good statement.
Yeah. A man can love a woman's dirty draws. Yes. And we women love a man's dirty draws too. Yes, it is a thing. That's a thing. It's true. It's true.
I mean, like they say, love conquers all. Love conquers all.
Yes. And not yes. I definitely, we'll go and let's walk, let's work it out, let's do some other things, because I would want somebody to like, but that's where true love and intimacy come in at. That's why you have to have more than sexual relationship. Your relationship can't be built on sex. It has to be able to.
It helps though. It helps.
Yeah, just be honest about your health. It's very true. It's very true. And guess what? That's another show topic. I ain't gonna say. I was gonna say, because if he's not, and then he's, how does that look in your relationship? Like, if it's bending like a hot dog, are you willing to put a strap on? No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Yeah, that is another show.
I'm just joking. It says, I believe love can happen intentionally or can be inevitably depending on the energy being exchanged and expressed. Absolutely.
That I love that statement. I love that statement. I think that is so true.
Yeah, I think love is intentional.
And I
feel like love has to be intentional.
And also the energy with two people. That's why I think it doesn't take that long for people to realize if they really want to be with that person.
I just think that you have to be careful.
Even with the energy level?
I think energies are great, but I know that we are human beings and people can have great energy. We put on our best show when we first meet a person. You do. I promise you we put on our best show when we meet
I get
a person.
that. But when it comes to energy, it's something totally different.
Oh, somebody can have great energy.
I think we have good energy.
We do have good energy,
but it's so like I can meet somebody. It could be whether it be a male or female, and the energy is so thrown off, and I don't want to be with that. I don't want nothing to do with that person. But I can meet somebody and say, "Oh my God, this energy is just coming out their pores. It's the connection is just like this. It's just like great."
Yes.
But I'm an energy person. I'm all about energy.
Me too. I like good energy, but I also feel like you have to see people when their energy is off too.
But you got to find out
because you want to know how they react when things go bad in their lives. I have met people that when things were amazing in their life, and maybe I met them at the most amazing time in their life, and it was amazing, and we had the best, most fun, best relationship. Everything was gravy and wonderful. But when crisis came,
right, but that's
the way that they operated after that,
right,
show who they really were.
But you got to talk to that person. If you know that person's energy is always at a certain level, and all of a sudden it comes down, that's where, hey, I know this is not, you're out of character, and that's where you have to trust. Hey, Julius, hey, you okay? That's not like you. Your energy level, I can see your energy level is a little bit low today. Are you okay? You want to talk about it? And that's what I was talking about with these relationships. Communication is so, we talk about this all the time. Communication is so important. It don't even have to be a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Even with friendship, if we fall out, I need to find out why, because we don't fall out.
Right.
But we got to talk about it. Hey, Jules, you know what? this guy, my job is pissing me off. Blah blah. This girl, but it's energy about me though.
Delta said, take the blue pill. But Chastity said, which is very true, the blue pill works. However, if their health is failing, that's not fair to keep making him take a blue pill for my selfish needs of physical desires.
Wow.
I'm just saying. So, Chastity, my question is, what is the other option?
I'm gonna respond to that, Chastity.
I agree with you. We also have something that we have to do.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got something special going on.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
we got something special.
But
go ahead, Chastity. I want you to answer that question.
Yeah, Chastity.
Yeah, and see, that's not fair to somebody. Okay, and I feel like this is I want to address this because I feel like a lot of men do this. He said he tends to isolate during crisis moments or adversity. But this is the thing, when you're dealing with when you isolate yourself and you're in a relationship with somebody, that can be very defeating for the person that you're in a relationship with.
That's true.
And it can really break their heart, have them in a place of really being unsure about where y'all stand. You still, even when things go wrong, you have to allow the person that loves you to be a support to you. Allow them to be there for you during your most difficult time so that you guys can grow together. Because if you ice them out and you leave them cold, you're wounding them while you get better. That's not fair either.
Yeah, I agree.
But we have
what Chastity said. What she said?
She said, I hear what you're saying, and energy is energy that's real. All right, so I got something special for you guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave y'all with Julius for
you. Hey everybody.
It's the Julius show.
Ain't much. I'm just helping out. But she has some really nice gifts for someone. Again, we just want to thank. I know me personally. I want to thank.
How the gift came about.
Huh?
Tell them how the gift came about.
I forgot how it came about.
Okay, so I put in the chat. I put on my Facebook page. So if
but what about people that's not your friend on Facebook? They wouldn't know.
They missed out.
Hold
on.
Again, don't forget to.
You gotta follow me on Facebook.
Yeah, follow her on Facebook.
Get these free gifts.
Also, please don't forget to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Please tell a friend and please subscribe. Don't forget our old shows are still available on YouTube. So if you want to go watch some old episodes, we're also going to bring back a real good friend of mine, Phil, the atheist. We're going to bring him back next year. So we're going to bring him back. And that was a really good show. All our shows are really good shows, and we really like the different respondents that we get from everybody each and every week. We feel like every week you could be doing something else, but you take a few minutes to sit down and talk with us. We have some fun, we laugh and joke, but there's some seriousness about some of the stuff that we talk about. So we really appreciate it. And she's getting these names together for this prize.
Mm-hmm.
So
show them the prize.
Oh yeah, we'll get the prize right here, folks. Here we go.
Show them the nice prize.
Oh, can I get that there? Here we go.
Yeah, can they see it? Okay, let them know what it is.
It's a bottle of wine.
Yes, in a beautiful box.
And some candles.
Yes.
I don't know if this is good for people that practice celibacy, though. This is for people to make love. This is not a celibacy gift. This is more like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So I'm back. Okay. So before we pick, I want to say that I posted. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Wait 1 minute. Okay. So before on my Facebook page. So if you're not following me on Facebook, right? Please go follow me at Michelle Gilbert on Facebook. I think I already have it up. Hold on. Because Julius is telling me to put it out there. Hold up. Maybe. Wait, maybe. I don't have it out there. Okay. Okay. So follow me on Facebook because I have a lot of stuff that I be doing on there. I be giving away gifts and different things like that. So grab it real quick. So I just
awesome.
I just want to. Well, you gotta kind of hold it for me so they can see it.
Okay.
So it's a bottle of wine, and it's first of all the box in the presentation is so pretty.
I'm gonna keep the box.
You're not about to keep the box. The box is not for you.
My bad.
So look, it's
Sorry.
a nice little box, right? And it's a candle holder. You can't hold it up. It's a candle holder, and it's a nice, pretty long candle holder. Some hand sanitizer and some wine. So a very nice candle from Bath and Body Works. That's a really nice gift. You put it over there. And so how the gift came about, I posted on my page that anyone who sends me a picture of them with a vote sticker on where they went and voted, and if they send it to me in my inbox, that I would do a raffle for a gift. So this is the raffle, and I'm gonna have Hardy. What you doing?
I voted.
Oh yeah, you voted. Good job. But you ain't send me no. You ain't send nothing, so you ain't.
Oh, okay.
All right, pick a person.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I got 2 pieces of paper.
No.
She's so demanding.
There you go. Who won?
Let's see here. Woody Wood. My boy, Woody Wood.
Woody Wood won the basket. Yeah.
Give him a call. I gotta give him a call.
So Woody Wood won the basket. Woody Wood is one of our favorite people, so that often watches the show, and so he will get your basket. I'll make sure you get it, and I'm gonna inbox you, Woody Wood, to let you know that you won. It's a very nice basket. I told y'all it's close to the holidays, and I like to give good gifts. Yes. Okay, this is really good. So back to the show. Back to the show, y'all. Y'all was going off. I just got up for a minute. Okay, so
Kim always got something to say. Kim, call into the show.
Okay. Kim,
she always said whatever.
She said whatever, Julius.
All right.
You know, Kim, that's how I feel all the time. That's like
God.
I should get a T-shirt to say whatever Julius on, whatever Julius.
Oh my goodness.
Because that's what I say all the time, Kim.
You do.
I do. I'm like whatever, Julius, all the time.
That's okay.
I don't have Facebook anymore. You gotta come follow me. You can download Messenger. What? Oh, thank you. It is pretty cool. And I ship too. So it doesn't matter where you at. I will ship it. Oh, good. Okay. Every man. Okay, here we go. Every man can't take the blue pill. I was seeing a man who was a diabetic and couldn't take the blue pill, but we had good energy. But a sexless relationship, and I couldn't maintain this type of relationship. I need much more energy than he was able to give. Now, I have a question for you, Juju. I wish that you could call in. I left my phone on. Juju, call in, because my question, if you want to, if you're comfortable calling in, because my question is, and this might be really expensive. I ain't no good. But I'm just saying, if he would have brought toys into the relationship, would you have been able to sustain the relationship? I'm just curious, because I always wonder that. Like, would you, is that sexless then? If he's still satisfying you, you know, what is mouth?
See how the roles has changed.
I'm just saying.
See how the roles has changed.
If a woman couldn't perform, right? She gonna do other things to make sure that she satisfies her man. It would be expected, right?
I guess.
So would it not be expected from a man? And I think this is true. I may have to choose someone closer to how I take care of myself health-wise. Absolutely.
Ooh.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's really true. Like-minded people. You want to get
call
somebody
in.
in the world.
I gotta ask her some questions as well. Call in this show.
Miss Wells, you're being requested.
Facts, Juju.
I mean, you can't. And I'm just curious though. I really want to know.
I just get tired of people hiding behind these little typing in stuff. Put people on blast. Put people on blast on the show.
Public.
Put them on blast on the
Everybody
show.
don't want to go public, Julius.
My bad. I'm public. I'm public.
That's you.
Very transparent, public. I know somebody about to say whatever. Go ahead and say it. Whatever, Julius. Go ahead.
Whatever, Julius. We're going to get t-shirts made. It's going to say, whatever, Julius.
Yeah, I know. Keep them making. Yeah.
Okay.
What she said?
She said she about to call. Well, let me put the number up. Let me put the number up. Get them together. Get them together.
I'm sorry.
Get them together.
I don't want no trouble. Don't call in. Change that number.
She can still see.
I thought she could still see.
Oh, you don't want to go toe to toe. Come on now.
No. Damn.
Like-minded people is important. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
you
what
don't
I'm saying.
want to go toe to toe. Kim, that's what I say. Whatever, Julius.
Man, these women are a trip. Toe to toe. Kim,
we waiting on you.
Kim, I am not buying nothing else from Kim no more.
Yeah, what Kim sell?
She was raffle tickets. What else? I ain't buying nothing. I'm not.
She is.
I ain't
what,
buying
Kim,
nothing
whatever,
else.
Julius.
Don't call me about no raffle tickets. I ain't buying them.
Whatever, Julius. He be talking mad.
But I do have a friend that's, and I'm not saying his name, but he's done it for 16 years.
What?
Abstinence. The subject we're talking about.
What? For 16 years?
He had sex in 16 years.
Wow.
I know he's waiting for the right woman. I applaud him.
I mean, okay, so that's why it's such a great area with that, because 16 years.
I know that's a long time.
That's a long time.
I'm gonna tell you now, I could do 16 years. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a lot.
That's a long time.
I don't know if that's amazing. Okay.
I could do that. 16.
I don't know if that's amazing. Why is that amazing?
I couldn't do it.
Hey, you live. Where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Who's that?
Hey. What's your
Julius?
Huh? Hang up. Hey, Kim. Hang the phone up. So wrote the line. Hey, Kim. How you doing?
Hey, Kim. Kim, where are you calling from?
Mayfield.
Okay. And
she bougie.
Thank you for
Kim
calling.
A little bougie.
We got a fight going on. I got somebody. Sheila, we gonna Sheila, give us 2 seconds. What's up, Kim? We gonna call you right back.
Hello?
Kim?
Oh, you gonna call me right back?
No.
We want you to talk.
Somebody else called.
Oh, well, I just want to put Julius in his place. First and foremost, I am not bougie, honey, and you know that.
Okay. All right, my bad.
Okay?
Mm.
You're bad. And don't be putting all my business out there either, okay?
Okay. All right, I'll buy some tickets from
Check.
you. I know, my bad.
Check.
Yeah, you gotta put me on blast like that?
I understand.
I know. She's a really good
All
person.
right, Julius, what's on your mind? What do you want to know?
I know you've been
What do you
typing a lot
think
of
about
stuff.
celibacy?
Yeah,
Or abstinence?
Well, either one that you practice, it's cool with me. I've been practiced abstinence before, for my own personal reasons, for my own personal growth.
Okay, that's what's up.
Took time to work on myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that was important for me. Because
Absolutely.
I didn't want to continue to do things and get the same result.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, sometimes you got to start with you first.
Mm-hmm. Like Michael Jackson say, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Got to look at the man in the mirror.
Yeah, in my case, it was a woman I looked at.
See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Yeah. Can't make this stuff up.
No, in all honesty, Julius is a good guy. He really is.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Kim.
he's a great person.
Kim is a nice person too. She is sweet. She is a sweet person. Kim raised two nice gentlemen in her life. I am so proud of Kim. She raised two nice gentlemen. I am so proud of her. Yes.
He always talk about your boys. Yeah, and you know what I will say? Julius is really a dope friend though, for real.
Yeah.
He's a good person.
Oh yeah.
Kim.
Yeah.
He's a great friend.
I mean, he's somebody good to have in your corner. He really is.
Yeah. Kim. Thank you, Kim, so much.
I make jokes with him a lot, but he is a very solid individual.
Thank you, Kim. And so are you,
not
Kim.
Not just a man, he's a solid individual. Okay, and that's important.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
All right. Thank you, Kim, for calling.
You're welcome.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sheila, we need you to call back in.
Yeah, Sheila, yeah.
Sheila, call back in. Sheila, because I know you was about to be bad. Sheila, be bad.
I can't do that.
Sheila, be bad. You can't be a part of the team because you can't dance.
Hey, Murph, you're not too late. You're never too late.
Oh, no, it's never. We got Sheila about to call in now. Sheila, come on. And then Miss Murphy, we going to tell you when to call. Sheila, call in. Sheila, we waiting for you.
Come on, Sheila.
Sheila.
What's she say?
Bocat said, no. Juju said, if he hasn't found the right woman in 16 years, then he doesn't want a woman. His right hand is his lover.
Oh my God. See what I'm talking about?
Oh.
See what I'm talking about? Here we got another call.
Here we go. Hello. Welcome to Juicy Talk. Who's speaking? Hello.
This is Chastity A. Wells. I was giving you guys a phone call, Mr. Julius.
Oh, damn. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Now he want to be buddy.
Hey, buddy.
He don't want no smoke now. Give it to him.
I can't. I was hiding behind the TV.
Give it to him, Chaz. He can't even hide.
Let's talk.
Now he's speechless.
What happened was
now he up here speechless.
But you were saying some stuff about you just kind of reiterate what you were saying on the little
about.
All right. So yeah. So let me reiterate because I know it's a lot of people talking. We got 10, 11 people, whatever. A lot of people talking. So what I'm saying is, for me, is we do have to ask more questions. I don't want to ask the question in like, can you still get it up first date? Like, nah, but ask more, basic questions like Michelle was saying, like, what is your regimen? What is your physical, pay attention to what that person is eating. Are they eating a salad? How much water they're taking in? How are you taking care of your body? The reality is we're not in our 20s anymore. Right. And so then even for myself we just have to ask more questions because the reality is a person can make something sound like it's not as chronic as it is. And you laugh talking about, somebody going to a doctor every week. Everybody ain't going to a doctor every week. Even just on Michelle's point with dialysis, it can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Diabetes, it can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to pay attention to that.
So
you have to ask those questions.
Where are you calling from?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta. Okay. Welcome. Okay.
Yes. I'm originally from Cleveland, so yes.
Okay. Atlanta in the building. All right.
Yes.
Thank
you.
So go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So are you like I had talked about, one thing I talked about was energy. How do you feel about that whole concept about meeting somebody and the energy can just be so off the chain and it just click? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love that.
I'm definitely an energy person.
Right.
I love the example that you gave that, like I'm going to just use Michelle as an example. Like, her energy is normally bubbly, and then she had a crappy day at work or whatever, and she's not handling it like at her best ability.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? How can I help? What's up?
Right, exactly.
What's going on with you? You cool? And that's fair, right? And so we have to pay attention to all those things, the person's energy, a person's health, all of that. All I'm basically saying is I don't want to be the selfish partner that's demanding a blue pill down your throat, right? And you have heart issues or all these other issues I may not know about for my own physical needs. And so that's where I think we have to be more adult. Okay,
so and I'm not trying to put you on the spot as well.
No, you're cool.
Okay, you haven't heard the question yet. Is
people saying they can't hear me? Hold on.
I think that was before. Yes, they can hear you. They they just asked.
So I mean, like you saying all that is, you know what? Would that be a deal breaker for some people? You constantly got to feel. You use that word constantly. Throw that blue pill is. I don't know how women think, because women think differently from men, and I don't know where does like sex fall in a relationship. Is it like
the importance?
Right, the importance of that. So, and again, you don't have to answer that question.
I appreciate that question. No, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it.
Oh.
I'm going to, yes, I'm going to piggyback off of what even Michelle said. Women are as open sexually, especially at, past 40. Like, even if the blue pill ain't working, let's do a strap on. Let's do something. Like, something.
Y'all know each other? Y'all know each other? Y'all know each other?
Great minds think alike.
Sis?
I'm just saying we're that open. However, Julius, with all due respect, we live in a society where women are not sexually liberated. Like, you see stuff with rap videos and stuff like
absolutely.
that.
I agree.
That real liberation, that's different.
Oh yeah,
right?
They selling the product though. They're selling.
Yeah, they selling products, right? So like we're talking about true intimacy. It's like, babe, I don't give a damn if you got to take this pill. Excuse me, I don't want to get y'all in trouble, but like I don't care. You got to take that pill. Like that's cool. However, I don't want to put your health at risk if you have other issues, very serious issues going on, just for me to get sexual gratification. So then that may mean. Go ahead.
But I mean, if a man is willing to make that sacrifice to give up of himself to keep you happy, what's wrong with that?
Not at the expense of his own health.
But you know what? Some people like, but he makes her happy.
Oh, I wouldn't want my if she, like, for me, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want my man to compromise his health for sexual gratification. I want you present in my life. I want you to exist. So I don't want you to stop taking your high blood pressure pills so that you can perform for me sexually. No, what I want you to do is I want you to work out. I want you to stop eating meat. I want you to become vegan. I want you to drink more water. I want you to, maybe take some black seed oil or do some other health things that can help you be better, but not just be better sexually, but just be here on this planet longer. And I think that's what she's saying. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that is 100%. And the crazy thing is, as a listener, I can hear what Julius is trying to do as a man. His aim is to please the woman he's with. Like,
absolutely.
In my heart, I'm about to do this blue pill. If I got to do it every night, that's what I'm about to do.
Absolutely.
As a woman, we are nurturing. It's like, babe, hold on. What is this really doing to your heart? Like, because outside of 30 minutes, an hour of pleasure, I want you to be here for the next 30, 40 years. I don't want to be the girl begging for a new man at 65 years old. so that's how we see it. It's different. It's a longer play.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
But, you know. So it's so many statistics in that. That's why married men live longer. And, you know, because women, we're always about the longer play. Like, okay, I can deal with tonight we ain't did nothing or whatever. However, you ain't about to keep barbecuing. We about to eat a salad tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That mac and cheese gotta go, baby. We gotta figure out a vegan way to do it. Yeah, nah. We gonna have to fast 12 days out of the year. Like, you cool, come on. Because I need your energy to be back up.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like you know, like what you were saying, there's other alternatives, right? We can do other things. Like there's more than one way to skin a cat. Literally.
I know.
So,
Kitty cat, the kitty cat. Meow. All right.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Thank you for calling in. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, I missed a call from somebody. I think it was Sheila. No, I don't know who this was, but I'm gonna see if I could call them back. Go ahead.
So, first of all, we just want to thank everyone that called in tonight. We had some really good conversation, good dialogue. And
go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So
definitely got to be creative, Kim.
Yeah, definitely creative, because you can't always do it the same way all the time. Me personally,
I don't know who. I don't know. It was someone that was trying to call in, and we missed your call. If you want to call back, you can. But yes, you have to be creative, and I think that's where that real deep intimacy comes in. I think that my takeaway from tonight's show, if anything, is let's practice true intimacy, true love. Let's be vulnerable with one another. I don't know. Can y'all hear us good? Let's be vulnerable with one another. Let's give each other, the space to really truly have a connection, because I think that's what we're all seeking and wanting to have, right? And we can have a true, strong connection. All the other things gonna work out. You're gonna figure out what I gotta do to please you. You're gonna figure out, I'm gonna figure out what I have to do to please you. You're gonna figure out what you got to do to please me. We're gonna grow from there. We're gonna build on that, and that's a firm foundation that you can have a sustained, long-term relationship. And more than anything, you gotta heal. I want you to be around after my orgasm. Yes, take better care of yourselves.
Yes,
that's true. We want a whole person, not just physically, but mentally too. Because we don't talk about that as much. We'll take care of our bodies, but we don't take care of our mental health. Oh my God,
Miss Wells! You see what Miss Wells said?
What?
Put up what Miss Wells.
I did. I just took it down. I agree with you.
I didn't even see that.
This was a good show.
She was okay.
Yeah. After the you got Miss Wells. You got Julius over here blushing. He don't know what to say about.
I don't know. I want you around after the orgasm.
You got him blushing over here.
I mean, falling asleep afterward. Get your ass.
She wants you not to go to sleep with dirt nap.
I know, right?
But this was a good show.
Go get some water, huh?
Yes, go get some water. Get your water.
But it was a good show.
Health definitely matters.
I don't know, man. I just love this participation. People calling in, the comments. It does my heart really well. And I don't know if I said this to you. I may have, but I just want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of your dream.
Yes, really this is my baby for real.
I appreciate that.
And I appreciate your loyalty and your consistency and your dedication. This is not just my show. This is our show now.
Oh,
okay.
Sheila. Oh, Sheila.
Sheila. Oh, Sheila.
Hey,
Welcome
Sheila.
to Juicy Talk.
How
Oh,
y'all doing?
hey, Sheila.
How you doing, Sheila?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
We
great.
are wonderful.
Good,
So,
good. Well, I wanted to call in. I'm not going to take all night. I just wanted to make this point. And also wanted to say, yes, Julius, he's a very, very nice young man.
Thank you, Sheila.
he is.
I want to say that. Very good friend of mine. Very sweet.
Yes.
I wanted to say, he mentioned about a friend of his. He knows someone that haven't had sex for 16 years. For me, it's been 19.
Oh, 19.
Wow.
And my daughter is 22, going on 23. And I stand on the principle of what God said.
Okay.
First of all, he talks about how sex before marriage, it isn't what God intended. It meant to be something special within a marriage. And that's so important. And if you think about it, and as you guys were talking, I was thinking about the many soul ties. When you having sex with one person, you become a soul tie with that person. And then you wonder why, young lady, you're depressed.
Ooh.
So
you
true.
know, you're going crazy. Because why? He enters something in you.
Women are
Don't hurt him.
receivers.
You wonder why. And that's why it's so important to wait on your husband. See, God has a purpose for all of us. All of us.
Tell him, Sheila.
That's why he tells us to abstain from diseases. That's why people have, get AIDS and herpes and all these type of diseases, because unprotected sex, and whether it's protected or not, you can still get some type of disease. And that's why it's so important to just wait on who God has for you, because I'm special. And I feel like there's only one man for me. Only one man for me. And I refuse to settle.
I feel you on that.
Just for a 1 minute,
she dropped some gems.
30-minute thrill.
Oh, yeah, for real. I agree. You're right.
I definitely agree with you on not settling for less than you deserve and less that you desire and want for your life. I think a lot of times as women, we get so caught up in being in relationships with people because it's we desire to have this, like I said, close, intimate, loving relationships. But when it doesn't, it'll never work out as long as it's with the wrong person. And I just feel like there's so many different levels of intimacy that can be achieved when you take sex off the table. I just really do believe that. And I feel like we don't get to know each other properly. And we make a lot of unnecessary mistakes when we don't think about, when we introduce sex too early.
And what happened to courting someone?
Oh, yes.
She dropping some gems.
That's so true.
You're right.
Because you know what? You can get to know a person and you may say, he ain't the one for me. So guess what? I'm going to walk away from this relationship because I don't want to hurt him and I don't want to get hurt.
Absolutely.
And so when you see each other in the street, you can still say, hey, how you doing?
Absolutely.
And keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Nobody's hurt. So nowadays, it seems like people don't want to court. People don't want to get to know each other. They just want to hurry up and jump in the bed. Oh, you fine. You got a nice body. You beautiful. Oh, you handsome. Oh, you tall. You dark. I want to see what it's like. And then when it happens, and then that dude say, hey, I'm cool. And you sitting at home crying. I've been there.
Wow.
I've been there before. I'm going to keep it real. I've been there before.
We all have at some point.
And I refused, and I promised myself I would never, ever, and that was 19 years ago, I would get myself in that position again. And how did somebody asked me, well, how is that possible? Prayer. crying out to God, asking God to help me, to keep me, because I want to please Him and I want the right man for me.
I respect
and some
it.
don't believe that, and some do. But this is for me. This is for me. And yes, I have a fiance.
Yes, you do. Oh,
I have a fiance, and guess what? Sex is not even in the midst. Because I waited on God.
You should have been called, Kim. Should have called earlier, Sheila.
But I'm gonna shut up.
No, that's good.
What you said was
on point.
But what you said was so true and so appreciated, and we thank you for calling. I know, like for me, I think that you definitely was dropping some real good gems that we truly needed to hear and appreciate. And I think that a lot of times, you know, as women, we really need to hear that. You know, I think we've lost this sense of value and how beautiful the gift of intimacy and sharing your body with somebody is. That we take it so for granted, like it's just something like you should just that it's just something that we're supposed to give freely. No, it's something that is earned, you know. And so I think a lot of times we don't take that into consideration. So I thank you, Sheila, for calling in and reminding us the importance of just valuing yourself in a way that you set a standard and you don't negotiate with your standards, you know. And I know that's something that I definitely, you know, preach to my daughters all the time. I tell them all the time, you know, at any given time, you can choose to give yourself to somebody, right? You can make that decision, but once you give it, you'll never get it back, you know? And if we had that mentality, I think more often we would be less likely to make as many mistakes as we do when it comes to partnerships. We're too relaxed when it comes to sex, and it's so many different things that factor into that, and it's such a intimate, serious thing when you give your body to somebody and that person is not honoring and respecting
not worthy of it.
Yeah, not worthy of it, but also not honoring and respecting the commitment or loyalty arrangement that you guys are entered into. And it can be a very devastating thing. It can change your concept, your mindset. It can take you further than you want to be. It's almost like being addicted. Sometimes leaving a relationship that was not good for you is take you through the same psychological hardships and withdrawal that addiction would take a person through, you know. And we don't think or talk about that.
Yeah, that is so true. And then I just want to make one more comment.
Absolutely.
Get off the phone. As you was talking, I was thinking about when you have more than one sex partner. You're single, you're having sex, and it's good. All of the above, and then you get married, and that husband is not doing it the way Bobby did it. So when you having sex with your husband, you're thinking about Bobby.
Ooh.
You think about that.
Yes.
That's deep.
Bobby.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And then you wonder why your marriage is messed up because you're thinking about Bobby and not your husband. And then you wonder why you go back to Bobby and cheat on your husband. That's something to think about.
That is true.
Yeah, that's facts.
You keeping it TRUE, Sheila. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you for calling in.
Nice call. Hey, that's a nice last call
Bye-bye.
too. Real nice call.
Bye-bye.
Yes, that's the last call. We thank you so much. But I definitely, like we were saying, thank you, Sheila, for calling in. That was really good.
It was.
But I was saying that I do appreciate your loyalty, your dedication to what we doing. And this is just not my show, you know. This was my vision and my baby, but you're very much a part of it now, you know.
I appreciate
and
that so much. I appreciate
you
it.
know, even when I'm feeling discouraged and I'm like, I don't want to do it no more, because we put a lot of work into doing this. I mean, we do research, we sending videos back and forth, we arguing on the phone, we having conversations. I'm saying whatever, Julius, I'm hanging up. He on me. Did you get it out? Did you get it out? Did you advertise? Did you get it out? He on me all the time.
Yes, I am.
And I might be like, I'm not feeling it today. I think I maybe he'd be like, no, he be on me and he make me, you know, he brings greatness out of me and makes me step up to the plate. But, you know, it's so much easier having a you know, a partner, somebody that really is supportive. So I really, truly appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
For, really, you know, being a part of my vision, but also, you know, getting on me and making me step up my game when I need to step up my game, you know.
We've been going through a lot too, though.
Yeah,
so,
life be lifing.
Yeah.
Life be lifing.
So,
but it's easier when you got a supportive friend.
Mm-hmm. And I'm here to support you any way I can.
You are definitely my roadie. For sure.
All right.
Yes. Thank you, Chad. So we be rocking, and we appreciate you guys too. Yeah. We don't take you for granted. That's why we gonna always be giving giveaways and doing little things that we can do just to let you guys know how much we appreciate your dedication. And you know, this is very much, y'all are very much a part of this. We a family here. We be having, I be looking so forward to our conversations and the things that we gonna talk about. I be like, oh, they gonna love this, Julie. Oh, wait, I can't wait. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll be like, I'll be like, we'll get off the phone. I'll be like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Save it for the show. Save it for the show, you know,
we do.
Because we really are excited when we look up and we see that you guys are sticking with us the whole time. We've been on for 2 hours and 6 minutes. And you could have been doing anything, but you are here with us. And I just want you to know we truly thank you.
Yes, and appreciate it.
And appreciate you greatly. So go over to YouTube, subscribe,
tell somebody,
hit the notification button. And while you're watching the show, share with somebody else, y'all, because share with somebody you think that would enjoy it, that would like to hear the conversations we have. We put in work, but we do it because we love to do it. And we do it because we love y'all and we appreciate you. Mm-hmm. We really do.
Yeah. I know
it's fun.
I know I love all my friends that call in and they do the chat, and I have some true friends in my life. And I wouldn't change them for nothing in the world. Nothing in the world.
Thank you, friends. We love you so y'all. Much. All the support is amazing and beautiful.
I guess this is it, huh?
Yeah, this is
it. Next week, right? We on next week.
So next week. Oh, wait. Are we on next week?
Yeah, we are.
We are on next week. We are going to be off for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yes.
But there will be a show being played. We're gonna play a rerun. Of one of our highest viewed shows. Yeah. So we're gonna repeat that on Thanksgiving. So if you're bored or you're just in the house and you're chilling, just put it on in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can catch up on a show maybe that you might have missed. Mm-hmm. But we thank you and we appreciate y'all. And we out. Peace.